Alright, let's go ahead and open our file. Now if we double click on it, it'll play in the red player. We can preview it this way. You can see the media loading there. And I just hit play. Looks good. So this is at a quarter resolution here. Alright, I've previewed the file. Let's go ahead and get into Red CineX, which is where we will do any editing to the image that we need to do in its raw state. Alright, so here we have the image. Got our scopes. Got a histogram. We can see the pixel values for any spot that I mouse over here. So it's this section over here that we'll use to make any changes that we want to the clip. Because these are raw images, we have a lot of flexibility in what we do with them. We can do it here, or we can actually do it after the fact when we're in Premiere. So let's start with this one. Now, I've actually already got a look applied. And really all I've done is a slight curve adjustment here. So here's the default. Here's what the image would come in normally. And here's the log footage. This is what's actually being recorded by the camera. Is this log footage that is then manipulated. If I look at it with the red gamma, then this is with corrections applied, and then I also have my curve adjustment, which further adjusted the image. So I have all of those possible in here because this is red footage. Now I can make a number of further adjustments. I can change, for instance, the white balance. You remember that the look we got was rather cool. I can warm it up. I can also make ISO adjustments here. You see that'll affect my exposure. I'm going to leave it at the native 800 that I shot at. So at any time I can reset to metadata values, which is what I shot it at, or to default values, which are camera defaults. Right, a number of other controls: saturation, contrast, brightness, which affects mostly midtones, and exposure, which is global. Once again, we have the goalposts here with our histogram, just like we did on the camera. I can see that I'm losing information there. I'm going to reset these to the values as originally shot. Here's my curves. I've got curve settings. You can see on the scopes there. And then the curve representation here. And color wheels. This is the low end. Here's the high end. And here's the mid-range. This final menu is two-part. You'll check the application that you want to apply. For instance, if I want to apply this film look, and then I'll need to scroll down, locate the film look, and then I can do things like adding grain, adjusting the size, the color, and so forth. And then I can preview. Alright, if you like the changes you've made, then you can save. I'm going to leave it in the original for now. Alright, let's open up Premiere. So I'm going to select Red R3D Media. Now we shot in 4K. So let's see how this works with the Red CineX interface. So I've got my media here. I'm going to set this on a quarter resolution. You see it'll play natively in Premiere. I can also make any adjustments that I need to it, just as I would in normal editing. Now, keeping it at the low resolution works very well with the R3D architecture, which builds up. So The computer should have no problem handling the 4K media natively, especially if you keep it at lower resolution. So a quarter of a 4K image is full 1080. I can even go down to an eighth and still get a strong image. Let's make an adjustment to the raw image without leaving Premiere. So I'm going to right click on the clip. I need to go to the original. So if I have a lot of clips, then I can easily do this by clicking Reveal in Project, and that clip will be highlighted. Then I right click there, select Source Settings. What this will do is it'll bring up a raw interface similar to the one that we were working with, although condensed. But I can make adjustments here right in Premiere. So I can go cooler and a little darker. Once I hit OK, then the change is applied to my image right in Premiere. Now this will affect all instances of the clip in my timeline. So it's not, even though I've only got one clip here, if I had multiple instances of this clip spread throughout my timeline, then all of them would be changed.